Hello fellow astrophotographers! Starting with this video, I'm launching a series where I'll provide an in-depth introduction and tutorial for our WandererAstro second generation electronic rotator, the Wanderer Rotator V2 series. So before we begin, I think it's necessary to introduce or explain what the electronic CAA or electronic rotator is and what it's used for. If you're already an experienced astrophotographer and are well aware of the role of the CAA, you can skip this part. The full name of CAA is Camera Angle Adjuster, and one of its main uses is composition. For example, when it comes to targets like the M31 Andromeda Galaxy or the Veil Nebula, which are relatively long and narrow. If your camera angle is not perfect, it might not fit within your imaging frame, meaning it will be out of the frame. This can be a very troublesome situation, especially for astrophotographers who place their telescopes in remote observatories. It is difficult for them to change the camera angle. However, with an electronic CAA, you can adjust the camera's angle to maximize the use of your CCD or CMOS area and achieve the best composition. Moreover, unlike manual CAAs, the rotation accuracy of electronic CAAs is much higher. What advantage does this bring? For instance, if you photograph target A today, and then change the angle to photograph target B tomorrow, and then want to photograph target A again the day after, you will need to readjust the angle to the original position for target A. So with the electronic CAA, you just need to record the angle for photographing target A, and you can precisely return to the original angle at any time to continue shooting. By this way, when you integrate images during post-processing, you won't encounter issues where the edges of the images become unusable due to discrepancies in camera angles. The second use of the electronic CAA is for more advanced astrophotographers, where it plays a significant role when shooting mosaics. If you haven't heard of mosaics, let me briefly explain. The so-called mosaic is actually quite similar to panoramic stitching in photography. It refers to taking multiple shots from different angles and stitching them together to create a photo with a larger field of view. When shooting mosaics, since the celestial sphere is a spherical surface, you actually need to make slight adjustments to the angle of each shot. If you don't make these adjustments, the final result might not be very good, or the images might not stitch together at all. Finally, for Dobsonian telescope and alt-azimuth mount users, our Wanderer Rotator can also achieve a fully automatic derotation through Nina's advanced sequence. This gives your Dobsonian telescope or alt-azimuth mount the ability for long exposure photography. It is worth mentioning that the most important and proudest feature of our Wanderer Rotator is its absolutely stable focal plane. We have innovatively developed a rotation mechanism based on friction and magnetism, and we hold a patent for this technology. This technology eliminates all gaps inside the rotator, ensuring that it remains collimated during rotation without any tilt. Whether you believe it or not, according to our tests and user feedback, its rigidity is even much better than that of most mechanical manual CAAs that come with telescopes. This feature has also been verified by a large number of our users. Whether you are using an APS-C format, full frame, or even medium format camera, you can still achieve a perfect focal plane after rotation. This is very important for a rotator. If your rotator causes the sensor to tilt after rotation, resulting in distorted star points in your images, it can be a very troublesome issue for astrophotographers. Everyone hopes that the star points in their images are perfect from the center to the edges, like pinpoints. By using our Wanderer Rotator, you don't need to worry about this problem at all. This is one of the key reasons why many users choose our Wanderer Rotator. Additionally, there is another very important factor. Thanks to this patented technology, our Wanderer Rotator is the thinnest among all similar products. Our Wanderer Rotator Mini V2, with an M54 clear aperture, has an astonishing thickness of only 10 mm and a weight of just 420 grams. Our Wanderer Rotator Lite V2, with an M68 aperture, is only 12 mm thick. Even our Wanderer Rotator Pro V2 with an M92 aperture is just 16 mm thick. So why is it better for the rotator to be thinner? Because it maximizes the savings on your back focus or focuser travel. Sometimes just because your rotator is 2 or 3 millimeters thicker, you can't fit it into your setup because some flatteners or reducers have very limited back focus. As a result, the thinner the rotator, the more models of telescopes it can fit, providing more possibilities for future equipment upgrades. Additionally, the high precision of the Wanderer Rotator is a significant advantage. Each degree of rotation for the motor requires more than 1,000 steps. This means their angular resolution is much higher than 0.005 degrees. This allows our Wanderer Rotator to achieve precise image composition or field derotation operations. Finally, our Wanderer Rotator comes with female threaded adapters on both sides by default. However, the adapter on the side with the motor protrusion can be replaced by removing a few screws. This makes it convenient for users to install custom adapters or those provided by us, greatly enhancing the rotator's installability. It also allows you to replace the female threaded adapter with a male one without increasing any thickness in cases where there is extreme insufficiency in back focus or focusing travel. In summary, our Wanderer Rotator version 2 has the advantages of zero tilt, low profile, lightweight, high precision, and high customizability, making it an excellent choice for demanding astrophotography enthusiasts. So that's all for today's brief introduction to the Wanderer Rotator. In the next video, I will explain how to choose the clear aperture of the rotator and how to install the rotator. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and Facebook. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.